master of Sass, the samurai. Kai, Jay, and Irene headed to the toxic bogs while Cole and Zane went to the mountain of a million steps. Irene rode with Jay in the storm glider. Once they arrived, Irene noticed a really bad smell. Jay looked in Kai's direction and said, "Ew." Kai glared at him. "Hey, it's not me. We're in the toxic bogs." He picked up a twig and dipped it into the water. "This stuff will eat through you worse than Cole's chili." When he pulled the twig out, it was noticeably shorter. Irene shuddered. "I guess the swimming party is out of the question." They traveled through the trees to get to the Venomari tomb. Jay pushed the door open and an even worse stench hit them. "Hey, you!" Jay exclaimed, and his voice echoed in the empty tomb. He giggled. Kai sighed. "Let's just make this quick before Pythor gets here," he said. Irene agreed. Kai looked around. Jay remarked, "This place looks empty. We must have just missed him. Check this out." He turned back to the cave and yelled, "They say you're the Green Ninja, but I say I am. I am, I am, I am," the cave echoed. "No, I am," Jay shouted. The cave echoed his words and he giggled. Irene gave him a shove. "You're such a child." She heard Kai yell in disgust and went to check on him. "Jay, Irene," he called. Irene saw the Venomari behind him. The venom must have gotten in his eyes. "Hold on, I'm coming," she called. She unsheathed her weapons and got between Kai and the increasing number of serpentine, both Venomari and Constricti. She yelled, "Jay, get over here, quick!" Irene attempted to counter the hallucinations Kai was experiencing by showing him an illusion of what she was seeing. It seemed to work, but then a snake attacked her, breaking her concentration. Kai was curled up in a ball. "There's so many elves and gingerbread people everywhere," he cried. "Okay, I don't know what you're seeing, but this is no time to lose yourself," Jay said, pulling out his nunchucks. "We need you, buddy." He and Irene stood protectively in front of Kai. "I never fought little people before. We're toast," Kai panicked. "He got some of that hallucinatory venom in his eyes," Irene said. "I tried to counter it with an illusion of what I'm seeing, but I can't maintain it and defend us at the same time." "There goes that idea," Jay mumbled. Then Zane and Cole drove up in their vehicles. "Anyone order a little kick butt?" Cole shouted. "Butt, butt, butt," the cave echoed. Jay snickered. Pythor appeared out of nowhere and yelled, "Boo!" Jay and Irene shrieked. The ninja took off a defensive position and Zane started to play the sacred flute, but Pythor snatched it. "No, let's not let music ruin things, he said. The snakes advanced on the ninja, backing them up onto a log floating in the highly acidic water. "Uh-oh," Irene said when she heard the slight hiss of the log dissolving. "I've got a sinking feeling this may be the last I see of you five," Pythor said, chuckling. "That's it," Cole said. "I used to hate dragons, but now I officially hate snakes." "Wait, do you see that?" Kai said. "A magic floating rope. We can climb to safety." He started to step off the log, but Jay held him back. "Boy, that Venomari venom is some powerful stuff," he commented. The snakes were all laughing at their impending demise. "For whatever it is worth, it was an honor to fight beside you all." "I couldn't have asked for better brothers," Irene added. Then a rope fell in front of them, just hanging there. "What?" Cole asked. "A magic rope," Kai said. "Quick, everyone, climb over," Jay ordered, and the ninja wasted no time. A large mechanical exosuit landed behind the snakes. It fired a net and caught two constricti who immediately burrowed their way out. The serpentine scattered. Pythor glared at the retreating snakes and turned to face the mysterious warrior. The front of the mech opened up to reveal an armored figure. "Pythor target confirmed. Time to bag and tag," he said in a mechanical voice. Pythor turned to run, and the strange warrior fired a dart at him. The ninja approached the warrior as he jumped out of the mech. "Who are you?" Cole asked. "How about the coolest thing I've ever seen?" Jay cried. "Santa?" Kai said, still very out of it. Zane approached and said, "Thank you, mysterious warrior. I owe you my life for..." Before he could finish, the warrior sprayed Zane with a magnet, dropping him to the ground. "That wasn't nice," Jay protested before the warrior spread the rest of them too. Irene got a sense of familiarity from the warrior. Nia? She started to say, then she blanked out. That evening over dinner, Jay was describing what had happened. The ninja had changed into pajamas, and Irene had done their laundry for them. She still couldn't get the pink out of Zane's ski, though. So then, just when we were going to bite it, Jay was saying, this huge mechanical robot, Samurai, Zane interrupted. It was Samurai. Lloyd looked confused. A Sama what? He asked. Samurai, Wu said, highest level of warrior class. They would protect nobility and serve with honor on the battlefield. He was 100 feet high, with weapons coming out of every part of him, Kai burst out, still affected by the Venomari venom. There was a good deal of eye-rolling. Kai gasped and whispered to Cole, look at Sensei's beard. It's moving like snakes. When is this Venomari spit supposed to wear off? Nia asked. It's starting to get annoying. Kai slapped a piece of food on his face. Irene snorted. This is entertaining. Okay, don't let this mysterious samurai cloud what's really important, Cole said. All the Serpentine are out, and if Pythor can unite them, the legend states some great devourer is going to consume the land and... Great devourer? Nia asked. Whatever it is, it's a can of worms I don't want to see open. Cole said. It's all my fault, Lloyd wailed. If I hadn't opened the first hatch, none of this would have happened. Irene gently rubbed her hand on his back. If you hadn't, the guys would still be wasting their time on video games and become more pizza than ninja. I'm not happy about imminent doom, but at least we can kick butt, she tried. Lloyd grinned at her. We cannot change the past, but we can affect the future, Sensei said. At least we have the sacred flute in our possession, so... Yeah, about that, Jay cut in, tipping his cup over and spilling it. Zane finished. Pythor sort of stole it. The last sacred flute. Gone? Wu was shocked. He shook his head. You five are Ninjago's last hope. Then the alarm went off, making everyone jump. Cold Vision must have caught something, Nia said. That means the Serpentine are near. Oh no, Ninjago City? Cole exclaimed. They all got up and ran to the bridge. How many are there? Jay asked. Looks like all of them, Kai replied. Pythor must be trying to unite them, Zane stated. Go, Sensei Wu ordered. We mustn't let the 5 tribes unite. The ninja ran down to the lockers and spinjitsu'd into their ninja gis. Looking good, Pinky, Irene teased, slapping Zane on the back. He looked down at himself and sighed. I must get this taken care of. Irene heard a thud and saw Kai sprawled out on the ground. Jay walked over to him and said, Don't worry, it'll wear off soon. For now, you're coming with me. As they all jumped off the ship, Kai with Jay and Irene with Cole, they all whooped as they summoned their vehicles. This is awesome, Irene cried. They landed in a dark alley. They stepped out of the alley and stared in awe at the bright neon lights. Ninjago City, Kai breathed. Amazing. Always heard stories of this place. Biggest city in all of Ninjago, Jay said. Always wanted to come here. Cole added, I always dreamed of one day being on a billboard here. Didn't we all? Irene said. May I remind you, where are the snakes? Zane asked. We should be standing in the middle of a massive serpentine gathering. The ninja all looked at each other and then saw a nearby manhole. A foul stink arose from it. Ugh, I hate snakes, Cole complained. Ditto, Irene agreed. They went underground into abandoned subway tunnels. There, they found all the Serpentine listening to Pythor give a speech. That's a lot of snakes, Cole remarked. What are we going to do? Jay asked. I have an idea, Kai whispered. Follow my lead. As the snakes laughed at Pythor's jokes, the ninjas split up and hid among the crowd. As Pythor described his plan for revenge, Kai hung from a rope and called, That sounds like a great plan, but you know the Hypnobri will screw it up. Who said that? Shouted an offended snake. Jay snuck behind a group of Fangpire and said in a nasal voice, Those buck teeth can bite my rear end. Irene had to fight to keep her giggles quiet. I bet they're drinking their own venom, Cole said to rile the Venomari. All that digging must have given them dirt for brains, Zane called. Irene cast an illusion of a constricti around herself and said, He swallowed up his entire tribe. What's to stop him from doing the same or worse to us when we're no longer useful to him? She ran off. The guys used insults to anger them and turn them against each other, so she used fear to further divide them. Pretty soon, they were all arguing and shoving each other. Irene chuckled at the chaos before her. This is good. She yelped as a snake grabbed her from behind and dragged her underground. Irene was taken to a small closet along with Jay, Kai, and Cole. Where's Zane? She whispered. He got away, Jay replied. It's up to him. The Serpentine tied them up and left them there, but the door stayed open so Pythor could see they were prisoners. Look, a pink ninja, someone shouted, and Irene looked up to see Zane swinging above them. Go, pink ninja, go, the other ninja shouted. Zane swung around, kicking Pythor and Scales down from on top of the subway car, then went to free his teammates. Now, let's get out of here, he told them. They all nodded and made a break for it. As the Serpentine chased them through the tunnel, Zane shouted, Let us blow this popsicle stand. Ninja, go. Even his spinjitzu was pink. Popsicle stand. I like it, Jay said. Zane pulled out the shurikens of ice and froze the tunnels in front of them. He then summoned the snowmobile. Kai got on behind him, then Cole behind Kai, Irene behind Cole, and then Jay at the very back. As the snakes gained on them, Zane gunned the engine and took off, Jay nearly falling off and taking Irene with him. Sure enough, the Serpentine slid around on the ice, unable to catch up. Back at the bounty, the ninja, Nia, and Sensei Wu finished their dinner. You know, whether it was in a lesson book or not, we used the destructive power of rumors to our advantage, Cole remarked. And now the Serpentine are further away than ever from getting their act together, Kai added. You know, I don't think we would have gotten out of there if it hadn't been for Zane, Jay said. Don't thank me, thank Lloyd, Zane said with a grin. If it hadn't been for his laundry skills, we all would have been found. Everybody cracked up laughing. Then Lloyd walked in with Zane's now white gi. Well, it took me 20 loads, but your suit's no longer pink, he said. He turned to Cole and added, and to show that I'm sorry, Cole, I got you a can of nuts. He held it out. Cole chuckled. Don't think I don't see what this is. When I open this, a bunch of snakes are going to pop out, right? He headed to the fridge. Yeah, no thank you. He opened the fridge and was nearly buried under a pile of rubber snakes. Everyone started laughing. That evening, as the girls were getting ready for bed, Irene announced, We should talk. Nia looked up. About what? Irene said, When we encountered the samurai in the toxic bogs, I sensed something familiar. Nia, are you the samurai? Nia sputtered, Samurai? Me? What makes you say that? Her face was getting a bit pink. I told you, I sensed it, Irene said. She nodded to the corner, and that helmet in the corner confirms it. Nia quickly snatched it up and shoved it under the bed. Please don't tell guys. It's my way of being a hero. Irene smiled. I'll never tell them. It'll be fun to watch them agonize over the samurai's identity. Nia hugged her. This is one reason you're my best friend.